From the Middle is a founding member of Odd Pods Media. Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to episode number 310 of From the Middle. We are three middle class guys living in the middle of America, in the middle chapters of our lives, with points of view somewhere in the middle. Speaking of the middle, the whole middle of this episode is meat and potatoes. And when I say meat and potatoes, I mean sweet meats and loaded potato grillers. On the front end, we do some quick updates, and on the back end, some quick streaming hits. We hope you love this episode. Check it out.
Oh, for the love.
Sorry, just clearing my Mountain Dew hole.
I got my phone hole cleaned today.
That's where you keep it? You're so cerebral and you're so developed and evolved.
From the middle after dark over here.
All right, guys, I'm coming in with a dilly silly story. So my coworkers think I'm way cooler than I actually am. We were four of us were in a meeting. We had wrapped up. We were just chit chatting, and somebody said, "Hey, we should all guess what kind of cars the other people drive." And so everyone agreed. So we guessed the first person, and people all suspect an SUV. The group is right. Go to the second person. Group all suspects a truck owner. Everyone was right. Go to the third person. People are thinking nicer sedan. A little off on that one. It's a truck, but they have a sedan. It's their spouse's car. It's just not their car. Then it ends on me, and I'm the last one. And people start guessing. And the first guess that somebody throws out is, "I bet you have a really nice Jeep." Was the first one.
Huh.
Okay. Second person's like, "No, I don't think it's a Jeep, but I bet it's a really nice truck. Like a bigger truck." So I got truck for the second one. And then the third person's like, "No, I don't see him as like a Jeep or truck kind of guy. I bet he's got a nice sports car, like a Mustang or something."
Wow.
And I sort of chuckled at the end, and I said, "I aspire to be who you all think that I am." And I have an '06 Camry XLE, and I'm not even remotely cool enough to have any of those cars or vehicles. But I'm really flattered. Thank you all. You made my day. So apparently, if you are confident enough at work and people don't know much about you privately, they'll suspect that you're a cool guy, and or at least much cooler than you might come off as. So that's fun.
I love those guesses, and it just goes to show you just like play it cool hand Luke Dilly, silly Dilly. Keep putting out that energy you keep putting out. I, on the other hand, put out midlife crisis vibes and drive a beat up 95 Silverado.
And I will say the three guessers were various ages, all reasonable range from me either direction, and a West Coast person, and then a couple central time zone people. So no one like near Ohio who would have like seen me come into the office or whatever before.
Right.
So I don't know what it is. I'm just much cooler over virtual.
They've seen like bust version of Dillon.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Never
They've only
shook your hand and like interacted small talk kind of stuff. And
exactly. I think if they saw me in person, they'd go, "Oh, the Camry makes sense." You know. I think that would be the reaction. But I was flattered for at least that 10 minutes. I was flattered.
Well, you guys already heard this story, but I feel like I have to share it because we've talked about this trend so much. So I owe it to the middlers to share. So speaking of driving and being out and about, I was returning from my last work trip and on my way back home, because I had skipped a meal because of the flight, thought I'll swing through McDonald's, order a combo meal. "What drink would you like?" I said, "You know what? Go ahead and swap that with a chocolate shake." It's like just before or just after dinner time on a weekday. It's not like just before close. And the kid says, "So sorry, sir, our ice cream machine is down." And I say, just like this, shocking. I guess I'll have a Coke then. Like a little snark. And I get to the window and he goes, "Hey man, I'm really sorry about the ice cream machine thing." I go, "No, no, no. I was being sarcastic, smart alecky, because it's like a thing, right? It's a joke. Like your machines are always down. Not your this location. Your across the globe machines always seem to be down. It's just like a funny ongoing thing." And he goes, "No, no, no. It's just because like when they break down, you have to call the company because there's only like one company that can fix it." And I go, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know it's like a whole thing. I was just being funny." And he goes, "Well, not everybody thinks it's funny. A guy pulled a gun on my manager last week because it was down."
Jeez.
And I was like, "What?"
Yeah. So all the more reason he was like so sorry as he pulled out, making sure the barrel of a gun wasn't pointed at him as your car rolled up to the window.
So that's when I took my hand off my holster and calmed it down.
Yeah. Slowly slid it back into the door. Wild. Leave the people alone. That manager's probably making not very much to deal with being at gunpoint over ice cream machines. Everyone just cool off a little bit.
I'm more concerned that this is the McDonald's at the entrance of my neighborhood, and these are the types of shenanigans going on.
That's true. Yeah.
Kendall, do you have any life updates before our little game?
I haven't seen anybody or heard any stories of people pulling guns on each other. And I don't think anybody thinks I drive a cool car. No, nothing major. Soccer season is over, and baseball season was over a couple of weeks before that. And so for the time being, I think a couple of weeks, we're clear of the extracurricular activities. So happy about that situation. But what was thrown into that mix now is involvement with school positions. So my 5th grader is part of the safety patrol team now. But she just got finished being a part of he was a news anchor on their morning news program.
Nice.
So he just got done doing that, which meant he had to be to school a little earlier. We had to drop him off for that. And then now I'm gathering there's going to be a lot of days, if not most, maybe all, it's unclear, where he's either going to have to be to school earlier or get picked up later. And so that's fun. That's fun. Today he had a meeting. They had their first meeting. He had to be picked up later, which like by the time I get home with the twins, it's like 3:00 or so. And then he needs to be picked up at 3:30. And so it's like that annoying time frame. It's like, what do I do? I can't get into anything. I just have to like go home and
or force them
real quick and then like head back out and like, what do I do?
Or force the other two to hang out when they've already been hanging out at baseball games all season.
Yes. Exactly. So that's that. And then my daughter is she got chosen by the staff to be part of her class's student council.
Nice.
Which I don't know what all that would involve for elementary aged kids, I mean, you're not making any lunch menu promises. I don't know what student council does in elementary school, but she's going to be a part of that. And I think that's going to mean at least like tomorrow she's going to get picked up later because there's a meeting.
Can you give her that as a hypothetical and report back though? Like, let's say you're on the student council and you get to propose 3 changes to the lunches at your school that the lunch ladies or gentlemen would consider. What 3 changes would you make to the lunch menu?
I think that she said that she already has had a friend ask her if she could try to get like a pizza buffet or something like that. And I'm like, hey,
things are already in motion. She's got a lobbyist.
Stars, yeah.
I love that. Congrats to your kiddos, and congrats to having a little respite from all the running around.
Yeah.
Chloe just wrapped up her cross country season, and I would be remiss if I didn't say how wonderful she did. There was a bit of a situation because she transferred schools, and the school she transferred to didn't have a team yet. She was still running with her old school, had relationships there. Her new school started a cross country team probably prematurely, but registered with OSHA, which forced her over, even though she had been practicing all summer with that other team. She didn't know if she wanted to even run or not. The team was in its infancy. They would be starting from scratch. So proud of her. She ended up joining. And after their very first season, won their divisional or their conference championships, and she medaled in her second to last race. And I'm just so proud of her for sticking it out when it was a rocky start. But just like her character, she was the captain of the team this year, and that was really fun. So since we're bragging on kids, I have to brag on Chloe. It was pretty awesome.
Good
Okay.
job, Chloe.
Speaking of foods, Midler Brad reached out with a prompt this week, and I thought I would forward it on to you guys. He said, and we're going to have some fun with this. If you could bring back a discontinued drink or food item from your childhood, what would it be? Now, I'm happy. I've got 4 different articles with pictures pulled up, ready to go.
Wow.
If you guys want to scroll through some of these quickly and just get some prompts for your thinking, or you can just react now with your top answers and then we can get into it. I'll let you decide.
So you gave us a little bit of warning
Mhm.
on this, and I started thinking and referenced a couple of lists, but because then I asked you as a clarification,
Yeah.
are we talking about you go to the grocery store and you're buying food products, or are we talking about like, this fast food restaurant discontinued this thing? And you said any of those. And so I immediately went to like fast food restaurants discontinuing things that I remember and loved.
Okay. That'll be fun because I went more the first route, like more products that
I've
are
got
no
a couple of those, but
cool. Any off the top of your head before we dive in?
I want to clarify that some of these things that I might say might actually still be around. And so if I find out that that's true, I might just like try to order them from somewhere because I don't know what all has been canceled and gotten rid of and whatever. But I like the idea of mixing like snacks and drinks and food items. And
Yeah.
how are we defining kid? Is this like any time in the past? Does it truly have to be like from
If you consumed it at a younger age and it's gone now and you wish it were back, talk about it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll kick it off. I got one to kick it off.
All right, sweet.
I would love, and some of these are going to be things that I don't know that I'd want all the time, but I want to try again. And it's Surge. I'd love to have a Surge.
On my list too, bro.
I remember thoroughly enjoying Surge and everyone telling kids that like their head would explode if they drank it. But I remember it being really good. Kind of reminds me like Mellow Yellow. I'd love to try Surge again.
That's a good one.
Surge was one of those things I feel like we were of the age when it came out that like we were able to drink it. We might have even had our own wherewithal to like get a hold of it without our parents.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like the energy drink of our day. It felt like, oh, we're gonna get surged out, man. I think it's hitting me differently than Mountain Dew. I think like we were of that age when Surge was a thing.
I think I can really feel
that. Yeah.
I don't know if this will make sense, but it tasted greener than all the other citrus sodas.
It was greener.
Yeah.
It just tasted greener.
If there was ever a drink that I would imagine could glow, have like a radioactive glow in the night, it's probably Surge. Mountain Dew is a close second, but like I can imagine Surge just glowing in a dark cabinet.
Yeah.
Good old Surge. It's on many of the lists, so you are not alone.
In the I'm going to throw this out there because this is one that I don't even know if I truly liked it, but I was fond of it and would be at the very least super curious to try it again to find out if it was actually as good as I thought it was back in the day. And that is McDonald's pizza.
Yes.
Yep. That's a good one.
Very good answer.
Yep. I'll throw out another food one that is, I'm going to say, quote, back. And it's not from my childhood, but closer than probably my age now. And it's not something that's actually back because it doesn't use the same original key ingredient. And that is the McDonald's snack wrap. You can tell me that the snack wrap that's out now is the snack wrap, but that chicken is not the premium select chicken that we all learned to love. And I would love to have another stab at the original snack wrap menu.
Absolutely.
Not the chicken they're using now. So
that was on one of the other lists.
If you're listening, McDonald's, bring back the original premium select chicken or don't do it at all.
Mm-hmm.
One of my answers before I delved into any of these articles and lists was an item that was available at restaurants, but you could get it elsewhere. The Choco Taco.
Yeah.
That was a Taco Bell thing for a while.
Yeah. Did you hit your window, your 90s throwback window at Taco Bell? Because we had it like a couple weeks ago.
I didn't hit the window.
Ah, dude.
There's a rumor that they're going to bring back like something called like the Choco flavor taco, but it's not the Choco Taco. It's got like some different flavors, but it might get you close in the future.
Which is basically just a drumstick in a different form factor, but still, it felt different.
You can't ignore some things just have raw, sexy marketing appeal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the Choco Taco just did that. Something about it was easier to just like grab and just bite into, and go to town.
Squeeze pops.
All right, let's get down. Keep throwing things in if you think of more. Where I don't want to dominate.
I see one that Kory, I thought you were going to say, which is Butterfinger BBs, but I feel like I remember liking those better because I like the ratio of chocolate to the Butterfinger Crunch better.
Okay.
Than actual standard Butterfingers. So I'm going to say Butterfinger BBs for both of us.
Okay.
Wait, is High C Orange gone?
I don't know.
I saw that in that photo, I think.
Oh, wait, hold on. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
TikTok? Okay.
It's going fast.
Going too fast. All right. I got to find the pause. All right. Didn't even know these were a thing.
Nope. No clue.
Hostess Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Pies. They look like a what are those other pies called?
Yeah, well, like Hostess pies. Like they still make pies,
but green.
I think they're called fry pies.
Fry pie.
Yeah, fry pie is the genre.
Yeah.
Wow, that looks gross.
It does look it,
dude. Pizzerias. Do you guys remember these?
No.
Oh, like a Dorito, but pizza flavored. They were from Keebler, and they were awesome.
Yeah, insert the lyrics to "These are a few of my favorite things." You know.
Yeah, I'm down with this one. All right, this is just a guy's top 8 list. Peanut butter crisps.
Are they peanut shaped?
Peanut shaped.
I remember those now. Yeah. I do like them.
Peanut butter cream.
Yeah, they were like a hard candy coating kind of thing that was relatively flavorless, it seemed. And then like a peanut, it was like a peanut butter cream, almost like a ganache texture almost on the inside. Like,
I mean, I
remember those.
Yeah.
The last line of this, and we don't know if we can trust this TikToker, but he said they were discontinued in 1995 for being, quote, too delicious, end quote. All right. Oh, Philadelphia snack bars.
Never heard of it, but it looks wonderful.
Looks great.
It is on many, many lists.
That looks great.
So if you're not on the YouTubes, it's like a graham crackery crust with a cream cheese looking middle and then a glop of strawberry flavor down the middle, drizzled with icing.
Yeah.
I'll give Philadelphia a shout out. I just realized other people probably have known this for a long time. You can get a tub, like a big Cool Whip size tub of just cheesecake filling. It's like just the filling. And then you can mix in. I was like mixing in like jam and jelly and fresh fruit and stuff, trying it different ways. It's great. Literally just buy a tub of it. I'm sure the ingredients are awful for you. I'm not saying it's healthy.
Well,
But if you
It's the
just want to,
bad part of cheesecake.
yeah, exactly.
And
But if you want to
nothing
like
else.
crush up some vanilla wafers into it or graham crackers and
Yeah.
then like toss some fresh fruit and berries in it, holy cow, it was so
That
good.
sounds amazing.
It was
All
delicious.
right.
Choco taco dip. That's what that
There
is.
you go. For sure. All right. Next, Nabisco Suddenly S'mores.
Yeah.
Wow.
Prepackaged s'mores. Does anybody remember these from the 90s?
No.
All right. Moving on. Butterfinger BBs. Dylan already brought
Nobody
it up.
lays a
So
finger on my
delicious.
Butterfinger BBs.
I do feel like
Kudos.
not long ago we did talk about the Viennetta or whatever, those desserts that from the commercials. I feel like that's probably, I don't know that I ever got to try one, but I'd bring it back so I could try it.
It's on the list. It's on the list. All right. Kudos bars.
I remember Kudos bars. I don't know that I've ever had one.
Chocolate covered granola bars made by Mars, and then they just tossed in their different candy bar flavors onto the bar, drizzled some chocolate on top.
Some of these are so like some of these are teaching me that I'm so old that some of these still feel new to me. Like how's Butterfinger BBs? Like that's gone. Like that just came out, man.
Yeah.
And Kudos. Like I feel like I just saw those on the shelf yesterday.
That's funny. All right, a couple more on this list. String Thing, Betty Crocker.
I remember String Thing, definitely. Yep. Yeah, that was good. It felt a little less fruity and a little more manufactured than some of the other fruity snacks, but still good.
All right, I think that's it for this list, which is good because it's a video and the rest I can control the scrolling. All right. So I'll skip through the repeats. Kudos bars, already covered. Surge. Dylan's first answer. Squeeze-Its and Kool-Aid Bursts.
Yep.
Squeeze-Its, yes.
Would love to try it again. Yeah.
When Squeeze-Its came up in another episode that we did, I was telling you guys about the Squeeze-It form factor, but it was like Jell-O, and you would squeeze.
You squeeze gel and yeah.
And it was a horrific sound coming out. I found it. It was called Jalouse.
Yep.
And it was from Betty Crocker from 1993 and 1994. And
man, you know, I bet you that's exact same. Like they had a bunch of that gel left over, and that's what they put inside of those little pouches that like marathon runners bring with them.
Pretty much. So anyway, that's an offshoot of the Squeeze-It. So going back. All right. Fruitopia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was in our cafeteria lunchroom vending machine was Fruitopia. I remember those.
Is Shasta still a thing?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Also popular in the movie theaters. You could always find Fruitopia in the theater.
Yeah.
Easy Squirt ketchup, especially the funky purple variety.
I remember that. And I think we specifically got the green one time when I was a kid and thinking it was really weird.
Super weird. Was it a bit of a mind trip? Like, could you enjoy it as much?
No, it was a mind trip and I couldn't enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what you said. I'm sorry.
Yep. Nope. High C Ecto Coolers.
I think they brought this back not so long ago as like a temporary thing.
For the Ghostbusters release?
Yeah, I think so.
That's fun.
I'd totally try it again.
Oreos is on my list.
Yes.
So good.
Oreos.
Who needs milk in a spoon? Just go to town on those bags.
Yeah, man. When we were kids, our kids, I don't think, are nearly as familiar with the world of cereal as I'm sure our generation is. Like that was breakfast. It's like you feel like your parents were just like, they were happy to get like a super sugary cereal that their kid will eat and not complain about. And then that was it.
As long as you got something before school, you don't want to get sick.
Yeah.
So good. Philadelphia snack bars. We already covered those. Hubba Bubba Bubble Jug.
I remember that.
Yep.
There are a lot of candies that like would come to mind until like the candy store that is in our neighborhood like opened up, and then I realized like all the stuff that they're able to get a hold of, and I'm like, oh, this stuff never actually went away. It's just nobody carries it anymore.
Yeah.
So that's one of the other sub articles I found. It's foods that you thought were discontinued that you can still order online.
Yeah. I mean, you go into a candy store like that, and it's like every time I turn around, I'm like, I thought they got rid of that. I thought they got rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I just
Like I saw on somebody's list was cream savers, and I know that you can buy cream savers at this store.
Sorry, I dropped my can. All right. Trix yogurt.
Hmm.
I remember Trix yogurt.
Swoops.
I don't remember Swoops. That seems
That's
like it would have
new, right? Like that's not old.
Pringles style chips and chocolate bars launched by Hershey's. They weren't technically chips, but they were shaped like chips. Reese's was the most popular for obvious reasons, but they also had milk chocolate, York peppermint patty, almond joy. They debuted in '03 and were gone by '06.
Yeah, so that was like yesterday, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pizzerias, we already talked about those. You guys don't remember. 3D Doritos is on a lot of lists.
I want to
Seems
try.
new to me.
I don't remember those. I want to try them.
That's Sherry's answer. She loved those suckers. So
I remember
3D
those.
Yeah.
Waffle
Waffle
Crisp
crisp.
Yeah.
by Post.
It's a good one.
Introduced in '96. Maple syrupy cereal from Post. Rice Krispie Treats cereal.
Great one. Great one.
This was on my list.
Hugs
The-
are still around. You can still buy them.
Oh,
They're in like every Kroger.
okay, great. So if you're not on YouTube, it's the little plastic barrel drinks with the foil lid. Man, those are so
So
good.
Kory's just going to export this list to Sherry for the next Kroger order.
Yeah.
And
My
just-
kids, like I bought a case of these for my kids like 2 or 3 years ago. And every time I take them to the grocery store and they see them and they always ask if we can get them. And usually the answer is no.
Yeah, it's just sugar water.
Well, it's just sugar water. And they're the only way to buy them is to get like 90 of them,
Mm-hmm.
even at Kroger. So, but
Weren't
it's still
there-
like $2, right? So it's
Weren't there some like off brands of these that had the shape of the cartoon faces, or am I thinking the Squeeze-Its?
shape of cartoon
Like
faces.
they personified some of the flavors, like they do with M&Ms. And I
Huh.
thought there was versions, or maybe it was just the fruit, like the grape was stamped in, or maybe I'm thinking
Maybe. I
Squeeze-Its.
don't
They had
know.
the faces on them. All right, moving on. Snackwells.
We had those growing up, but I don't remember being crazy about them.
Fat-free dessert option.
That's probably why.
Orbits. Drink with balls in it.
Oh, we talked about that, didn't we?
we talked about balls, the guarana drink.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
All right,
There's several missing on that list that I'm surprised. That
All right, this one's the list of 30, and it's got a few more, obviously, and we'll skip through the ones. Cream Savers, we've already covered. Same, Kendall. I was in a like retro candy soda shop near Toledo and found, oh, you can still get Cream Savers in all the flavors.
and they're still delicious.
Who
Yep.
misses lime flavored Skittles instead of the current ones? And then they brought them back, and then it was back to green apple, and then it was back to lime.
So Skittles clearly have flavors to people, right? But the
Right.
the M&Ms don't.
Right.
M&Ms are just M&Ms, but Skittles are different flavors.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm concerned that you're asking this.
I totally agree with what everyone else thought was true. So
Skittles is among my favorite candies. It's on the short list of like 5 favorite candies of all time.
yeah,
And I eat them flavor by flavor, not by the handful, unless it's a handful of one flavor.
yeah. And Kory's family does them with popcorn, so they're kind of melty.
It's the way to go. Extra thin ice sheets, not really a food item per se.
Oh,
I
well, that
remember.
were like recently I was trying to find Banaka, and you can't buy Banaka. Still exists like in Europe, I think,
Wow.
because they don't brush their teeth, but you can't buy it in the States anymore. And that was like the thing as a kid. It was like you were like the super suave guy in middle school if you had Banaka to spray, and then you would dare each other on the playground. I can do 4 squirts.
I'm just thinking of Jim Carrey when he misses his mouth every time from
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber. All right, number 4, Altoid sours.
was bought out, and it's called Retro Sours now, and you can find the original flavors, and they're adding new flavors relatively soon.
I love this caption. Your tongue hasn't been able to get absolutely destroyed since 2010.
Hmm.
I
But
had never
but it
had them
can,
before, and then like we saw them at this candy store, the Retro Sours, and Amy was like, "Oh, are these like Altoid sours?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, they got bought out, and they're coming back as this." And I was like, "I have no idea what you guys are talking about." And so I got one. The tangerine is my favorite flavor, and they are good. I'm a fan.
You
if you
know,
look, go ahead, Dylan.
you know what I appreciate that there are still niche stores like that where experts exist in things that I'll never take the time to learn much about, but I can just go and talk to somebody about like deep candy lore of like, oh yeah, so and so acquired so and so, but the same recipe is available in this candy. But if you order it from Japan, you can get an exclusive green apple flavor, which we have in the back. Like, I appreciate that
Yeah.
those people and those stores exist.
Yep. That is the fun thing about going to any niche store like that. Retro video games, retro toys or action figures,
Yeah.
antique malls for like tin signs for your garage. Like somebody somewhere knows because they've spent their life doing it.
Yeah.
While we're looking at this image, forget that it's Altoid Sours. Isn't there like a Christmas candy that's like got that dusting on it that's just terrible tasting?
Uh, I know there's other candies that have that kind of dusting. I know that like there's a grapefruit one that's popular. Oddly enough, I feel like the checkout line at Marshalls and TJ Maxx has a lot of those kinds of things.
Yeah, it's a great point. All right, let's move on.
I'm Googling it
Cinnamon
now.
Tic Tacs.
Mm.
Anybody a fan?
What
Okay.
is it?
I'm a fan of cinnamon candy. I don't remember cinnamon Tic Tacs.
No, I like real cinnamon. I don't like cinnamon candy flavored things. No, thank you.
Both cinnamon and spearmint have been gone since 2014.
Wow.
All right, Reese's Bites.
Would love.
Basically the Butterfinger BB version of Reese Cups.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
See, that's I thought like this whole line still existed, right? Because didn't like there's Crunch Bar had their little pellets as well, and I thought like there's a lot of these out there,
Yeah.
and I'm surprised to find out that they're gone.
Squeeze Pops.
Mhm.
Hubba Bubba Squeeze Pops.
Mm.
Just goop,
Squeeze
sour
and lick.
goop that you squeeze out of a tube.
Goop.
Yeah.
Haribo sugar-free gummy bears. We've had some fun with that conversation before. If you haven't, do yourself a favor. Go to Amazon right now and look up the very real reviews of the sugar-free variety of the Haribo gummy bears. It's a good time. Kudos again, Nesquik cereal. We haven't seen this one yet.
Yeah, I remember it. I don't know that I've ever had it.
Okay. Philadelphia cheesecake bars again. Campino strawberry and cream sweets, basically the same thing as the cream savers. Mars Delights. Any candy bar fans in the house?
Mars bars. Yeah.
I mean, I would try it for sure.
Got the Jello pudding pop.
Don't say it like that ever again.
Sorry. Rudy.
Would you like a drink?
Yeesh.
Ooh.
Crystal
Ooh.
Crystal
Ooh.
Pepsi.
Oh, I'd love.
Speaking of,
I don't think.
That's what he meant. That's what he meant.
I don't think I've ever had Crystal Pepsi, but I'd love to try it. I don't think I ever got in on the Crystal Pepsi.
I remember trying it when I was we were in like middle school, high school, something like that. Does it say early 90s? Okay. Earlier than that.
Yeah.
I remember we got some of it and it like hung out at our house because everyone tried it and didn't like it.
Hmm.
And it
I
sat
do
around for
remember
forever.
I do remember the skit that the caption references. Saturday Night Live spoofed it and they did crystal clear gravy. And they're at like the Thanksgiving table just putting like clear ooze all over their food.
Well, yeah, because fun fact, haven't you watched every single episode of Saturday Night Live ever?
From 1975 to 2000 when it was still on Netflix, and then I stopped. So like I've got 25 years yet to go. Flintstone push-up pops.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Good times.
I'm sure push-ups still exist, but probably not Flintstone
Not
anymore.
the Flintstone
Yeah.
variety. 3D Doritos
3D
again.
Doritos.
Butterfinger BBs again. Slice.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The pop guys react strongly.
we do. I remember Slice. They had
Orange
more than
Slice.
just orange, I believe.
Yeah. Now it's a seltzer. I don't know what that means.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wonder if it's the same company or same marketing rights.
This feels like AI. Number 20, onion nuggets. Here's the
No.
caption. Ancient relics. Okay, a promotional photo on a Tumblr page. Reveal that McDonald's once served onion nuggets in the 1970s. The nuggets look like a golden fried onion ring, but you guessed it, in the shape of a chicken nugget. Is this real?
I would absolutely want to try it.
Gross.
Maybe they can do that better than Burger King.
Does Arby's
Would
still
they?
have its onion petals?
I didn't know that Arby's ever had onion petals.
Am I making this up?
I don't know.
I have to look this up. I worked at Arby's. I should know. Oreo cakesters.
I
See,
think
those are
still
gone.
around. I think those are still around because I feel like I tried one a couple years ago.
Okay.
So those might still be out.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Arby's, I know I've mentioned it before, triple cheese melt. The one fast food item I wish the hardest would come back is the triple cheese melt from Arby's.
Okay, that's a good answer. A good non-store shelf answer.
Yeah, I could also not that long ago, but if we're doing fast food wish list, Taco Bell loaded grillers. I would bring back all 3 loaded grillers. They were delicious and at their original price, by the way, not 2025 inflation price. I want the original like $1.50 per loaded griller, whatever they were. It was great. They were delicious.
I looked it up while you were talking, and in keeping with the theme of fast food restaurants, Arby's did in fact have onion petals, and they came with like a creamy, spicy dip that was so good. But yeah, a lot of people are saying that they wish they would bring them back.
I feel like I missed out on something there.
All right, Yogos. Yogos was on a lot of lists. More snacks in the ball variety, but yogurty covered fruit flavored snacks.
I feel like this kind of thing is a dime a dozen these days. Like there's so many yogurt flavored fruit things for kids and snacks, and something like this wouldn't be hard to find at all.
Yeah. Squeeze Its again. Lifesavers holes.
That's not
What?
appropriate.
Never heard of that.
The inside of the Lifesaver, which from a production standpoint just makes too much sense not to sell.
I don't know. I don't think that they're stamping holes out of hard candies.
I don't either, but it's a fun story.
It is a fun story. I'm sure they are on their commercial, and that's how
It worked for Timbits and donut holes, right?
That's
Or
exactly right. Yeah.
punching them out. You might as well package them up and sell them. Yeah, they had peppermint, fruit, tangerine, etc. Lifesavers holes introduced in the 90s and were basically just lifesavers, but in a non-ring form. They were only on the market for half of a year because
Wow.
they were choking hazards.
Not so much life saving, you know.
Hey,
Ooh.
that is the joke about the original candy, is that the hole was there so that it would not become a choking hazard.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's true.
And so they put the. You guys want the choking hazard? Here it is.
Here we go.
I wonder if you could actually plug a lifesaver with one of those.
Heinz Easy Squirt again just looks disgusting.
It looks horrible.
Those fries with the purple on it. I'm sorry. I love fries, but I don't know if I can get down with that.
And that's too much too. Like
way too much.
Well, speak for yourself. Okay.
that's okay. Fair enough.
Keebler Magic Middles.
I do not recall.
I don't recall, but I would love to try it.
Yeah.
One of Keebler's biggest hits of the 21st century came in the form of their Magic Middles, shortbread cookies filled with fudge or peanut butter filling that everyone couldn't get enough of. The cookies quietly disappeared from shelves with very little explanation from the Keebler offices, much to millennials' chagrin.
That's a bummer.
Pizza Spins. These did not look familiar to me.
Nope.
Reese's Swoops. We kind of covered that already. Pepsi Blue.
Don't remember that, but I'd try it.
Berry cola, sure. I'm game.
Yeah.
This sweet, delicious blue nectar of the gods was ripped from our hearts and souls in 2004. I love the typeface, text nerd. All right, and finally, this was on a lot of lists as well. The Nestle Magic Balls, which was a chocolate ball with a toy inside.
I
Once you
don't remember, but
cracked it open.
I can,
oh,
I can think of two more. Oh, there's more. Pepsi Twist. Pepsi Twist was just Pepsi with lemon, and I can't believe that's not a thing.
And why the heck can't we
yeah.
get Coke with the lime in it anymore?
I don't.
Well, I mean, it was disgusting, but
No. Trix yogurt, Twisted Cheetos, Fruitopia again. Oh, this one made my mouth water.
I would. I
Dunkaroos.
was just gonna say there's two omissions from our whole discussion so far that surprised me. Dunkaroos was one of those two. I can't believe Dunkaroos. You literally felt like you were just straight up having scoops of icing. And I know that's literally what it is, but it felt like big as a kid, you're like, look at how much icing I'm gonna eat.
yeah. Oh man, there's too many cookies.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
enough
That
icing.
photo in the funfetti icing of that graham crackery. Oh my gosh. I love me a Dunkaroo. All right. Ouch gum.
Yeah, I remember that stuff.
Remember that stuff. Haagen-Dazs black walnut.
Yeah.
Walnuts aren't black.
Tops bubblegum juice cartons. Don't remember that at all.
Tops. I remember Tops bubblegum coming with baseball cards.
Yep. Remember that. Cereal straws.
I remember those.
Early 2010s. Kissables.
Don't remember those. Those
Candy
look weird.
coated mini kisses. They look like game pieces.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, they look like decapitated sorry pieces.
Hershey's bites.
Mm.
Those don't look familiar. Snappable elements.
I wish Snapple would
Elements, sorry. Velocity
Would,
volcano voltage.
get some of its market share back.
Yeah.
Because there used to be some good diet versions of Snapple that I'm sure are still out there, but like the gas stations don't have it anymore. And it makes me sad.
Flavor number 4 is called Diet Air. That's fun.
All right.
Nabisco Giggle Cookies.
Those look familiar.
I remember
know
the
if I've
little
ever had 'em.
pumpkin filled cookies that were smiley face. Do you remember?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, yeah.
Skittles Gum.
Hmm.
Pizzerias again. Liquid Ice Mints. Icebreakers Liquid Ice. Munchums. Lollipop. I feel like we're at the bottom of the barrel here. Banana Nut
We are.
Cheerios.
But no, weird.
Weird. Oreo Sippers. Cereal
Yeah,
straws,
Same
basically.
kind of thing.
Smucker's
Snack and waffles.
Waffles.
Mm.
Lemon Ice Gatorade.
Is that really not a flavor?
Guess not. Cookies and Cream Twix.
Yeah,
Caramel.
that's the kind of stuff they would rotate in, like random Twix flavors over time. Yeah.
PB Crisps again. All right. This is pretty much it. But salsa and queso.
I have one more that
Yes.
Shark Bites fruit snacks.
Yeah, that was on another list I read.
Bites. Yeah, those were good.
These right here. The Ritz crackers and cheese with the gooey cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun as a kid.
Mhm. Absolutely.
There's the Shark Bites, Dilly.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yep, there they are.
Yeah. Planters cheese balls was just pictured. And I remember like a few years ago, those came back and I was all excited. And then I saw like how much they are. And then it's like, well, I can get like a big tub of Utz for cheaper than a small little can of Planters cheese balls. And it's not that much of a difference. I want to also mention, I know I've talked about this before as well, but Godfather's Pizza
Yeah.
being a full size restaurant chain, not just this gas station BS that's like popping up now. I missed that. And it was only out for a short while, but Holiday Spice Pepsi, I was a fan of.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Fruit Quake version of Mountain Dew that is still in my garage fridge.
Yeah.
Maybe not a discontinued item, but how about hard to get? So there is a flavor of Takis guacamole that is very hard to find. And depending on what state you're like, I cannot find it at Kroger's in Ohio or Walmart. But I was in like, it was when I was on my guy's camping trip in Colorado and I found them. Sometimes there's just like weird, like I don't know if it's not on certain routes or in certain regions. Like when I got you guys, Dillon, the peach um,
Fresca.
Fresca. Yeah, really easy to get in Colorado. Black cherry and peach Fresca. Not easy to get here. Anyway, this feels like a fun time to take a break from this very fun game and hear some words from some of our friends in Odd Pods Media, and then we'll come back with who knows what.
Greetings, fellow nerds. It's Garrett, your host of the Nodak Nerd, part of Odd Pods Media, the podcast where we explore the vast realms of geekdom. From the latest superhero flicks to retro video games and everything in between, we've got you covered. Join me for insightful reviews, hilarious discussions, and maybe even a few heated debates. Find the Nodak Nerd wherever you listen to podcasts. Let's get nerdy.
Each of us identify with one of the Golden Girls. I'm Sophia, Aaron is Dorothy, Kristen is Sweet Rose, and each week we'll have a guest sit in the Blanche spot, the naughty seat. Come join us on the lanai for some cheesecake.
Part of the Odd Pods Media Network.
That was fun. Little stroll down memory lane.
I enjoyed that, Kory. Thank you.
Of those, which would you be most excited? Same answers all around?
I think so. My two big ones, I think, out of that list were Oreo O's and still the McDonald's pizza, just out of sheer curiosity.
Yeah.
I really want to try Crystal Pepsi because I don't think I ever got a chance to try it, and it might be garbage, but at least I will be able to say I tried it.
Yeah, same kind of thing, right?
And so that's the curiosity one. The like heart's desire because I want it back is the loaded grillers from Taco Bell because they're delicious and I would eat them a lot.
Yeah.
That's something I know I would like. I just need them to bring it back.
My one thing from Taco Bell is, well, basically anything with volcano sauce on it. I love that stuff. I would take any volcano sauced thing from Taco Bell. Right.
Those are very popular. The volcano. I'm going to see if I can pull up the loaded grillers since we're talking about it still. But
what we need to do, guys, is I think what we've learned is that a good business model, maybe for us to run, and we'll ask the Middlers to donate and invest. We talked about having specialty shops and how like I have a local candy shop that very much specializes in like imported and candies that you didn't know still existed. The same thing for snacks, right? Why is it Colorado gets all the stuff that Kory's looking for?
Right.
We need to open a boutique that gets that stuff here in Central Ohio.
Yep.
That's what we need to do.
Hi, Sharks. We're the From the Middle cast. And we're ready to present to you a mind-blowing idea.
And if you're not following along on YouTube, I'm sharing an image of I was even wrong. They were even cheaper than I thought. The $1 loaded grillers from when they were out. Loaded potato, beefy nacho, and spicy buffalo chicken. They were delicious. So as long as the Sharks give us a chance, we've got a great idea. Kendall has a great idea that I would like to get in on.
Yeah. Well, and we'll also open our own Taco Bell within the store.
Great. Or we'll just find the ingredients to make loaded grillers.
Can't be that hard.
No.
So you guys proud of me? I talked about food with you.
You did for a long time. Like we're late getting to the break.
I know. Sorry about that. I also heard something on Bad Friends the other day. Andrew and Bobby were talking about how awesome McDonald's breakfast is. And Andrew said something that I can't believe I hadn't thought of already. He takes a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin and then puts his hash brown on it. Why have I not done this? This seems so obvious.
Go ahead, Dillon.
I feel like the era of Reels has also shown all the ways people interact with foods. I've seen the McDonald's breakfast platter with pancakes. People cut up the sausage and eggs and make 3 little pancake tacos, like the syrup drizzled on it. And then people like slap their hash browns into sandwiches, and people just combine all kinds of stuff. And
that's what home cooking is to our generation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm all about. I remember when I was a kid, I used to get the hash brown and grape jelly and spread grape jelly onto a hash brown.
I would try it. I don't think I'm gonna like it. because
Yeah.
of the sweet savory thing.
I still like it. I've tried it. Like there's every once in a while there'll be a situation where like mama doesn't have to be in at work right away, and like I'm taking the kids to school or whatever, and we'll stop and eat in McDonald's real quick and with the family, which is always fun. And when we do that, my daughter and I always get like the big deluxe breakfast that has the hotcakes and the hash brown and a biscuit and sausage, and we split that. And I taught her to put some grape jelly on a hash brown, and I'm the only one who likes it. So it wouldn't surprise me if
Well,
everybody hates it, but
I don't judge too harshly because I reminded my wife and middle daughter the other day that I do like to put a big glop of peanut butter on a piece of bologna right out of the fridge and roll it up and eat it because our dad used to make that for Dillon and I as a snack.
there you go. There you go.
And it's don't knock it until you've tried it.
And now comes to think about it, my oldest son, the safety patrol officer, he takes a sausage biscuit and deconstructs it and eats a biscuit and then eats a piece of sausage.
Okay.
That's fair. Also, Kory, you told us that you eat popcorn and Skittles, which is sweet and savory, by the way.
I know. It's a very delicate, because we've talked about my disdain for sweet meats. Because I feel like meats should generally be savory, but who doesn't adore candied bacon? So there are
Candied
exceptions.
bacon, I mean, barbecue sauce, right? Is a sweet and savory sauce.
That's why I don't like that barbecue sauce, probably.
Oh, well, there you go. Have you ever had, well, this is a dumb, the answer is probably not, lamb with mint jelly?
Yes.
Okay.
Not bad. See, I can't figure out why it is what it is. But yeah, I'm very finicky when it comes to sweet and savory. But yes, popcorn and Skittles is a fun. Wait until that popcorn is piping hot, salt and butter. Throw them Skittles in there.
Does it flavor the popcorn at all, or just turn it fun colors?
Barely scratches some color on the popcorn. It's mainly that it warms up the inside of your Skittles, which maintain their hard outer shell. And then as soon as you crack it open, you realize, oh, this hot popcorn got those Skittles nice and soft on the inside. And then, depending on your container, it's a fun little game for your whole movie because the Skittles are like slowly going down the whole time.
Yeah.
And you're kind of chasing them as you go.
Yeah.
It's fun.
You've got the same problem with my old guy snack of candy corn and peanuts.
Yep.
Every now and again, you have to tip the container upside down and shake it around.
I was so glad to hear you say that a few episodes back. And just the other day, I said to Sherry, I'm like, hey, are you going to do candy corn and peanuts this year? And she's like, Kory, I do it every year. They're in the glass pumpkin that sits on this table.
I'm not alone.
So, yeah.
I got to try candy corn and peanuts now this year.
Yeah, I have an old millennial friend. I didn't even know.
And
does she wear suspenders?
She does not.
Unironically, like yearly for function.
Kory, how do you feel about honey ham? Or
don't like it.
Yeah, see, still.
Yeah.
Pineapples on pizza. Nope. Honey, big chunks of pineapple on the ham.
What about sushi with chocolate sauce?
Big fan. Love it.
Yeah, see, there's one.
Go to. Figured it out.
Got him.
Oh man. Okay. What we stream? Yeah, we streaming anything fun? If not, I'm gonna head to Banff.
The only thing I've streamed recently, which was a fun walk down memory lane, Uncle Buck was on YouTube TV the other day, and I watched Uncle Buck. And with all the superhero movies and all the dramas and all the whatever that's out, sometimes it's nice to just take that nostalgia tour when movies felt hopeful and fun and a little less dramatic. And so it was nice. It was great to watch John Candy and Uncle Buck.
There you go. I'm watching Sports World Series is starting up this week, and the Detroit Lions and the NFL are killing it, and that's fun to watch. Michigan is a giant ass question mark. And then ESPN Plus, if you're a hockey fan, has now become useful for the first time in its short history. So that's it for me.
Sweet. And I just saw that Apple TV signed some agreement with Formula One. Not sure exactly what it means or what will be carried through that,
I
but
think I think it's the exclusive home to F1 in the United States.
okay.
Ooh, okay.
So if you're into F1, you're going to want Apple TV Plus.
Okay. Well, glad we got it. We're going to keep it. It's been a good season for those not following along. The last couple seasons, Max Verstappen has dominated to the degree that it's actually been boring because he was so far in the points. He's been behind in the points this season because McLaren is so fast and their two drivers are ahead of him in the standings. There's in Formula One, you've got your teams, which are competing for a team championship, and then individual drivers competing for individual drivers championships. McLaren has already won the team championship, but the driver championship is still up for grabs with a few races left to go in the season. And McLaren's drivers are dropping back, and Max is doing better. He just won at Austin this past weekend. Matthew McConaughey was there. Joe Rogan was there. Who else did I see in the VIP? Anyway, so it's kind of fun. It's wrapping up more exciting than the last couple seasons have been, which is weird to say when your favorite driver is winning. But you know, it's like there's no competition. It just gets boring. Not so much this year. So it's fun. I hope it comes down to the wire. And yeah, that's it for me.
Very good. Well, guys, if you're still listening to us and your beard stinks or your face is itchy because of your beard, the answer to that is Artius Man, who carries all the beard products that you could possibly want to not only make your beard smell better, but it's going to feel nicer. It's going to condition both the hairs, but more importantly, I think the skin underneath. And it is important stuff if you are a bearded fellow or if you know a bearded fellow who could use a little help in that department. They also have all kinds of other hair and body products, as well as candles that we've experienced and enjoy, and they are quite proud of. They make their scents and their products in-house. It is good stuff. Go to the store, fill up your shopping cart, put in the middle when you go to checkout, and that's going to save you 25% off if it's your first order. It's a win-win-win. You get good smelling products. We, as beard oil salesmen, get a little bit of a kickback. And then also Artius Man is a wonderful company. We know the owner. He is worth supporting. Thanks, Jeff. And I think that's it. Anything else, guys?
That's it for me.
This has been From the Middle. Peace out.
Bye.